TownshipperPod Special Edition. Today we are going to be examining an example of our digital footprint and how hopefully it will help us expand our learning network, improve our comments, and help us become better digital citizens.
It all started when we went to the Student Challenge page to check out the Challenge 3 post. That is when we saw the link. Miss B had been looking for a great video on teaching students about commenting. So she was happy when we came upon a wonderful video by Mrs. Yallis' students.
At the beginning of the year, Miss B's blog talks about digital citizenship, Creative Commons, and making sure we don't use work from others without permission or acknowledging them. So we decided to leave Mrs. Wallace' class a comment asking her if we could view her video on our blog.
Afterwards, we took a look around Mrs. Yallis' blog and saw a wild, crazy cowboy video on nonfiction books and their text features. Well, we wanted to make sure to let Mr. Salsish know that we enjoyed his performance too. So we headed off to his blog. Yeehaw!
Mr. Salsius' blog URL was under Mrs. Yallis' quad blogging header. So we were scrolling up. Miss B noticed something else on the sidebar. She saw a widget of Brain Pop video on plagiarism, which fits perfectly with the digital citizenship. We have Brain Pop in our class too, so Miss B made a note to go view that later.
When we got to Mr. Salsich's blog, we viewed a cool video on chameleons. They looked like they were having fun. We left them a comment, but noticed that Mrs. Watanabe also had commented.
We recognized Mrs. Watanabe from her work with Mrs. Martinez's blog. She had commented on our blog last year, and us on theirs. Miss B felt it was time to go back and visit Mrs. Martinez's blog.
That night, Miss B tweeted to Mrs. Yallis and Mr. Sashis about how much we love their cowboy video. Mrs. Yallis tweeted back and must have read our comment because she told Miss B we could use her video just as long as we link back to her blog. Now back to Mrs. Martinez and Mrs. Watanabe. We went to their blog and wanted to see their video. It's prickly pear jelly making. Unfortunately, it was private. We left them a comment anyway.
Luckily for us, Miss B found Mrs. Watanabe on Twitter and wrote her a message from all of us. They exchanged a few tweets. Miss B asked Mrs. Watanabe if she could tweet to us cycle to NHES when the link was open.
Guess what? She did. And now Miss Watanabe is following us, and we can go and see the video. So we can all leave quality comments. Because remember, this all started with a video on tips to writing quality comments.
So watch out, bloggers. Our comments will be fierce.